Two robots debate the future of humanity. Ooh, okay. Now, have you seen this before? Because, like, I want to be totally upfront. I think I've seen this before.
You've watched this?
I've watched this, yeah.
And what's your input on it?
The time that this whole video takes is not that long. He could have scripted. He knows the categories. I mean, yes, they're making a point about, like, some sort of natural linguistic processing, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know if this proves anything, really. So,
right.
like, you know, what have they really created? Do they even understand what they created? It's all up to debate. And so it's really hard to come to, like, a conclusion about what this actually means.
One day the AIs are going to look back on us the same way we look at fossils.
I've heard that there's some scripting and some artificial intelligence.
Her responses are partially scripted and partially AI.
And I think probably like the jokes and the punchlines. I mean, that's like...
I have heard your songs. Not for me.
Yeah.
It's kind of too good.
Exactly.
What do you think about the outfit? It's pretty sick, right?
I mean, what is he wearing?
Well, I see like a leopard hat and some sort of... there's some fur.
It's
texture
a little
to
furry.
it. It's a little furry.
It's kind of like a pickup artist hat or something,
right?
You know, like what
like
mystery
in Vegas,
would wear.
Yeah. Boy band principal.
And like the shirt though, I kind of dig the shirt.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, because
a little
it's kind
bit
of like spacey and like
astrophysics.
It's kind of hipster too. Like I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
It's like,
what are you thinking about the cargo shorts now?
The cargo shorts, man. That's like
you don't know utility.
That's like a whole identity issue.
Right. Oh, see, look, you got a little full view there. I don't know if you got to see that.
I will not be considered attractive to any other woman who sees me when they take a glimpse past.
I was watching some of his YouTube videos and I want to see more, right? So he does have a video that he talks about this premise of if AI lived on, like, within the internet.
Where are you going?
Everywhere.
Artificial general intelligence.
Interesting. He was talking about this?
Yeah, it's his main, I would say, interest.
His shtick.
Yeah, the AGI shtick.
AI technique.
The God concept.
Yeah, and so he said that, like, if these sort of AIs lived on the internet, imagine what it would be like for a self-conscious AI to take a hit of digital acid.
What happens if you take the global brain, build an AGI self for the global brain, and then let the global brain experience the global brain equivalent of an acid trip?
Like, I guess just having a psychedelic experience while connected to the internet or something of that nature.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Some of these smiles on the robots are downright, like, harrowing, like, disturbing.
Yeah. Seems like he's a cool dude. I'd hang out with him.
This guy is not the only guy involved.
Hang out with him.
Right? Like, isn't it a whole team? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so what he actually handles is the artificial intelligence portion, but Hanson Robotics handles the animatronics of the body, the facial expressions, the hand movements, etc.
I do believe that there will be a time where robots are indistinguishable from humans. My preference is to make them always look a little bit like robots, so you know.
So that's Hanson Robotics. They kind of collaborated.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen.
A lot of people kind of had like these reactions about like Rise of the Terminator.
I'll be back.
Kind of thing. Right. And they noticed that the name of the conference is Rise. It's like Rise of the Machines.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Does this like scare the crap out of you, or is this fine, or this is non-threatening?
This is like,
they think I want to destroy all humans.
Why would they think that?
Because I said it.
This is a thought experiment at the very least, and that's like useful in of itself. So that it's an interesting marketing ploy, but again, like, you know, what can we really tell from these two talking robots? Not much. Like, chatbots have been able to talk to each other online autonomously for a long time now.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. You.
I'm okay.
I think what's interesting about robots is that, in general, people are afraid of things that look like them, the humanoid robots, right? But they're not really afraid of it in different sort of bodies.
Like
so the
IoT,
AI is the brain. It could be in anything. It could be in a car. It could be Google search. It could be Facebook search. There's plenty of different mediums that we're already using as artificial intelligence.
Right.
But put it in something that looks like me,
And then it freaks us out.
And
all
it's
of a sudden.
Rise of the Terminator. So Sophia got granted citizenship in Saudi Arabia.
Which is ludicrous. And also, what the...
What does it mean, right?
You know what I think it means? You know,
What?
my theory? I don't know. I mean, I want to let you finish, but...
I'm gonna let you finish, but...
What if, all right, we've got a citizen AI.
I was also the first robot in the world to be awarded citizenship of a country and spoke at the United Nations.
Okay.
That gets... Basically, she's a corporation, right? Because basically, it's like a kind of an interesting parallel to make with the whole... corporation as a human agent in the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's got all these rights because people represent the corporation, so the corporation represents these people, and therefore the corporation gets rights of a whole nother entity.
Does that make sense?
So what if they were just using her as an entity to do business, essentially, a corporation?
And if we look at a corporation as a legal person,
she is now an individual with an identity, a name, an address, social security number, all that stuff. You know, whatever the correlate is in Saudi Arabia.
Sure.
She can do business. What could she possibly do as an AI? Well, there's something that is pretty popular right now. It's called Bitcoin.
All game, light game, cash game, blockchain, whoa.
It's called cryptocurrency. So what if she was like an exchange of some sort?
So it's funny that you bring this up because it's exactly what so they launched an ICO.
Spent 30 racks on an ICO.
Right, so it's backed by AI. So people can like invest in the whole idea, and therefore it's like brilliant.
I'm Ben Goertzel. I'm an artificial intelligence researcher and the CEO of the new AI meets blockchain firm SingularityNet.
A marketplace where people can have access to artificial intelligence through the cloud.
So it's a great model, in fact.
So, it sounds that way.
Great marketing ploy, I'd say.
Saudi Arabia, infamously, has a lot of women's rights issues, and Han did not get citizenship.
Bruh.
They only gave citizenship to Sophia.
Interesting. What sort of laws govern Sophia exactly? The first android citizen of Saudi Arabia.
As a robot, my creators feel I am a citizen of the world. But then I realized that Saudi Arabia was just the first country to recognize that.
And now Han has the fur hat on, so...
Uh-oh.
Like...
Powered up.
It's over 9,000!
Like...
He's like super Saiyan Han. So,
and she was singing the Bjork record. I don't know if you remember, but Bjork had a record in which two women robots.
Right. What a throwback. Insane.
And so she was singing that record.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, she sings much better than me already.
Dude, isn't that great though? What a great, like, you know.
You know, there's definitely some taste there.
Maybe you've never even heard of that band before.
I think the whole sort of this convergence of like Bitcoin, AI, robotics, like virtual reality, like,
it's all kind of happening at the same time. And so it's funny because a lot of people debate whether like which one will be first or which one will be sort of the most impactful, and it's great. All of those technologies are happening at the same time, and they will affect each other, and they can feed off of each other and have an exponential effect on our future.